All right, everything, guys. My name is Ben.
This is Andrew.
And we're continuing with the RWBY reaction journey through Volume 7 with Chapter 7 called Worst Case Scenario. Go.
So last episode, it's election day, so we got everybody. How did the episode start off? It was, what was it? Then they showed up for work. No, they were training, right? That's how it started off. They were training.
Yeah, I think it was just basic training.
Yeah, they started off with the basic training. That's right. They started with the basic training, and then it cuts to like Ren like meditating, and then everything goes gray real quick. He like sends someone coming, ends up being Ironwood and Clover. You know, saying they're pretty much telling what they're gonna do for the day, and they're like, "Whoa, you got orders?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's you take a day off." And they're like, "Whoa, what?" So and then so they're all going out. We take their day off. We get Weiss, Jean, and Oscar. They go to the movies. Blake and Yang go to a dance club, get the dance on, and then
with Team Funky.
Yeah, with Team Funky, getting funky, you know what I'm saying? And then we get Penny and Ruby and Nora and Ren going to Robin Hill's like congratulations for being voted like party gathering.
It was a victory party.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they go there, and things start off kind of normal. Actually, we finally get the good old Ren and Nora relationship that we've been just so obvious since Volume 1. I mean, I don't like they didn't even have to kiss. I almost be honest with you guys, I thought they were already a thing, and I didn't need that to happen to know like, oh, they're a thing. Like I knew they were a thing, but yeah. So I guess that was more of a breaking point for Ren, I guess, because we clearly knew Nora was obsessed with him and stuff. Yeah. But Ren had been so like about, you know, keeping it, you know, about. And
if we go back to the words, they were like, oh, maybe, like Ren said, maybe one feels like that, but the other is just like unsure or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe Nora feels that way, but Ren is unsure, or maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah. So that's what we. So yeah, either way, but. She just said, come here, and she kissed him, and then he was like, wrap his hands around her. So yeah, we got that. We got that finally.
Oh, they were going. They were going.
So we finally got that. And in all of this, we get to see glimpses of the voting screen of the percentages, and they're slightly changing every now and then. Like, it's like more for Jacques, less for Robin. More for Jacques, less for Robin, right? So then, right as we get a countdown to the final vote, or the voting is done, the lights go out. Right before that, Ruby had saw like a scorpion tail and was like, what? She was like, I only know one guy on a scorpion tail. Let's see what that
it was a metallic scorpion tail too,
so,
which is just like
so it threw her off, right?
That's not natural.
Yeah,
you know?
And she looked back, and my man Tyrion gave no cares. He looked her dead in her eyes and went. He was like, and then Watt said go, and my man just went all slaughter fest and killed. What was it? We counted 9 people.
I don't know if they died.
I don't know if they died.
There was at least 9.
I think it was 9 on the ground, and then there was the one girl on stage too.
Yeah, Fiona. Yep.
So 10, I guess 10 total. And
there were 10
injuries.
There were 10
possible
victims.
Yeah, 10 victims. There you go. 10 victims. And after he hit the 10th one, he stands behind Robin, acts like he's gonna stab her. And the reason I said it, I think because when he put her tail up and he didn't touch her at all, I knew he did it on purpose. Because like he's so fast, like he was not gonna just hold his tail there for like 3 seconds and not do anything. I think he was like he said he was just waiting for what's her name to shoot up there and try to protect her. Yeah, like, it was all timing. It was a timing thing. Like he even said perfect timing. And then the lights came back on because Penny tried to save Robin, had her blades out, and everyone is now thinking this whole slaughter fest was from Penny. So. But Ruby knows it wasn't her, and she tells her.
But does Ruby?
Ruby doesn't technically, but
because she can't see in the dark.
Can't see in the dark, but she went to Tyrion and was like, hey, like she's like,
I know. I know.
Granted, you're right. She technically didn't see who did it, but like she's like, I know who did it.
She's like, I can piece it together. Yeah.
So the whole group that she was with, they believe her. I'm sure. Like they're pretty sure they all believe it's not Penny, but they know they have to get Penny out of there because the whole Robin Hill crew is ready to throw hands, like kill Penny and do all that. So Mr. Marrow hit
like it's like bone marrow.
Bone marrow, yeah. So Marrow hit him with the little boop, froze everybody real quick, make him go super slow. They got out of there. And then they're all just kind of out there talking, and then Penny's just sitting there quiet. She flies off all of a sudden, and then they hear Grimm in the distance.
Well, they told Penny to go to Atlas.
Oh, that's right. They told Penny to go to Atlas, and then we hear a bunch of Grimm in the distance, and they're like, oh, Grimm. And then, ironically, my man said, oh, well, looks like we got a busy night ahead of us. It's supposed to be the night off. So, yeah.
There was also the part that we kind of slowed down.
Oh, that's right. We slowed down a part where we saw Watts had took a image of Penny, or a video of Penny, and took her outline where she was fighting Grimm and posted it on over Tyrion when he was killing people in the dark. So now there's going to be footage uploaded, because you click upload, of Penny doing this, being framed. Kind of like how we had footage of, which I guess it was legit, of when Yang punched what's his name's arm, Mercury. But that it was the same. It was a framing, but it was in a different way. But essentially, that's like a
not necessarily. Nah, I wouldn't say that's equivalent at all, because Yang actually did punch him.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's because that's when I said, that's why I just corrected myself, saying not necessarily the same thing, because she literally did it while he just making an image of making it seem like she did it. Yeah. But I'm just saying that's like our second big frame. I see what you mean. I'm about to say that's our second big frame we've had in the show. I thought you were saying that they were the same. I was like, that was like our second frame where we were like, oh no, he really just like framed her like that. So yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. But and it was so the slaughter happened right before they were counting down. It was like a New Year's thing. They were counting down. Robin was winning, and then power went out. And then while he was doing whatever with his phones, he changed it during the power outage. So when it came back on, the numbers were 53 Jacques, 47 her. And then then after the whole slaughter, they framed Penny, and then after that, that's when he uploaded.
Yep.
So, and this was after his speech, after he became a councilman. So here we get to see. I like the keyboard. I just realized that. Yeah. That's his power. That's his weapon. A phone?
Keyboard. A phone.
Yeah.
Watch this. Well, I noticed him carrying that suitcase. Maybe that suitcase is his weapon? I don't know. Maybe.
I guess you have to watch and find out. If you're not already hooked at this point. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what, man? I'm not a big fan of the series, man. I think I'm just going to call it quits.
It'll literally be like right before the 100th episode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it quits, guys.
Oh, which is the one that comes out on Saturday.
Oh, really?
100th episode. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm assuming he's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah.
So, which you'll be caught up for, which we will be reacting to together. My solo reactions are done, just so y'all know.
Hey.
Hi, Penny.
And he's like, did I really do it?
That's hype, just saying.
To get a random robot arm to touch you.
Following a most recent Grimm attack, a temporary prohibition.
Look, it's one of the bombs, bro. That's the one with the casserole.
No public gatherings of any kind. Please conduct your business and return to your homes before curfew. This is for your own safety.
Hey, stop right there. Stop running! Wait!
No military officials have gone on record to
put gates up.
It's kind of insane. This came out last year, and that's when COVID started. And they're talking about like shutting down non-essential businesses, and
this was all this shutdown was actually after this volume had ended. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's insane. Like, they have a volume where everything's getting like quarantined pretty much. Like everyone's gonna have to stay home, no gatherings and stuff. Yeah. And we literally went through that in real life. So.
Everything all right over here?
Huh?
Hello?
Oh wow. What in the
This
world?
is the worst case scenario. More people are dead. Penny's been framed, and somehow Jacques Schnee is sitting on the council.
That's the second shipment for Amity that was hit today. It seems election night was the last push Robin needed to go from hometown hero to full-on vigilante.
I'm afraid the problem is more complicated than that.
It seems Robin has emboldened our suppliers in Mantle. They're refusing to sell us provisions until the city is adequately repaired. With Robin redistributing the goods her team has stolen, the Amity project is completely stalled.
But we're so close. There has to be some way we can finish the tower.
There is. Declaring martial law.
I'd be such a
You're not actually considering that, are you?
It's such a power move, dude.
Establishing communication to unite the world, or appeasing a few city blocks.
Don't make it sound trivial when you know it isn't. You keep talking about how we just need a little more time, but you're not the one having to struggle.
We have all had to make sacrifices for the greater good. Mantle has had to bear a lot of the burden, yes, but
They're bearing all of it. The longer this waiting game goes on, the harder each day gets for people down there. And now you want to send in more soldiers? You can't force people to fall in line. If you do that, you'll just be trading all of these problems for the Grim.
Hey, Nora just laid down the wall. By the way, Sam can't die. Wait, what? Just throws that on his plate too.
Mantle this way, that kind of division plays right into Salem's hands. That's why Tyrion is here framing you.
Right. The reason we called you here in the first place. You're sure this was the man you saw?
Tyrion Callows was accused of murders all across Anima. A homicidal maniac who escaped justice when his prison transport was attacked by Grimm. After that, he was never seen again.
Well, he works for Salem, and he's here.
If we ever had any doubts Atlas was Salem's next target, I think those are officially out the window.
But now we have a suspect.
That was
We
the
can tell
most he's ever
people.
sounded like Vic, I think. That was so spot on. I gotta give my man respect on that one.
Where he is might make things worse before they get better.
I am so
True.
sick of secrets. If we just told everyone about Amity, about Salem.
we can't! If we talk about Amity now, we risk Salem's forces, who we know are here, working to sabotage it. If we tell them about Salem now, we risk falling to the Grim before we can reunite Remnant. We have to finish the tower. I want Robin Hill in custody. We can offer her a deal if she gets Mantle to cooperate.
We'll figure it out.
Anyone not assisting with Robin needs to focus on Tyrion. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding, what he's planning, and how exactly that video of Penny got all over my kingdom. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Looks like we're approaching 51st.
Thanks again for the assist on this, you two. Now, we may all be split between different trucks, but we need to be ready to act as one in case Robin's team takes the bait. If your truck is hit, pursue immediately. Everyone else will move in as fast as possible. Going radio silent. Over.
Radio silent, boy.
Do you think we should have told Ironwood about Salem before he put so much on the line for Amity?
Sounds like you do.
I trust RWBY, but I think he deserves to know what he's stepping into. We all did. You don't agree?
Look around. The embargo, the military presence, the restrictions on assembly. He's a bit prone to overreacting.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Still, he didn't have a lot of good options.
I'm not sure there are many good options left for any of us anymore. Keeping secrets, taking lives, it makes you wonder how far we're going to have to go to keep doing the right thing.
Blake, we did what we had to do.
I know.
Talking about
But
Adam.
next time, I want to make sure we don't have to. And I can tell you, ambushing a huntress who's just trying to help isn't an option I'm thrilled about choosing.
Then maybe we shouldn't.
How is she doing?
She's confused, scared. We'll have her recorded visual data shortly. That should prove her innocence, but the damage has already been done. The things people are saying about her, If Penny hadn't been there, Robin
I said
would
4.
Robin?
4 attendees were
I don't
dead.
think Robin was their target. Salem's goal has always been to divide us. I think Penny was exactly where they wanted her. Just like at the Vital Festival.
And just like back then, someone is using our own technology against us. This doctored footage of Penny came from her work all around Manor. Stolen straight from our surveillance network.
Ugh, hacking. Technology. Why can't people just do what they used to and fight to the death? A lot simpler if you ask me.
Well, if we're dealing with the same enemy from Beacon, hacking into Manor's system would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads, and maybe a select few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas company.
What are you thinking?
I don't know yet, but something isn't right.
Understatement of the century.
And how are you doing?
If Maria hadn't offered to help me these past weeks, I'd have likely collapsed by now. Getting a communications tower into the sky seems impossible on its own, but now, to think of what people want to do to my girl.
Even if the worst does happen, you can always reactivate her again. So maybe try not to worry so much.
There's a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind. When the General first challenged us to find the next breakthrough in defense
It's Watts on his thumb.
most of my colleagues pursued more obvious choices.
Nah.
I was one of
No,
the
it can
few
never.
who believed in looking.
You can never be
inward for
homies with Watts.
inspiration.
You wanted to protect her with a soul.
I did. And when General Ironwood saw her, he did too. Much to my surprise, the Penny Project was chosen over all the other proposals.
Why would you be surprised? You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
He gave up his own.
Gave her part of yours?
Yes. And each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more. If the people get their wish and she's destroyed, I won't be able to.
Rebuilder.
We'll find whoever's responsible. I promise.
Like how they just made sure that Watts was staring at him while like in that picture.
Well, that was probably when his project was chosen over all the other ones.
Yeah.
Robin,
Scramble!
no, wait!
Split up and regroup at the hideout!
Spider-Man! Spider-Man!
And she is a trained huntress.
Yeah.
Please stop! We just want to...
If Ironwood wants me, he'll have to send more than a couple of kids.
He is. Stopping the trucks alerted the Aesops. We don't have long before they arrive, so please listen to us. You need to know the truth.
You're stalling. Amity Coliseum, all these supplies, they're for a new communications tower.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make any sense.
A new tower means the kingdoms can
I know
finally...
what the tower means, fisticuffs. One of you take my hand.
What?
You said time is short. Either take it, or I'm gone. Tell me again, what is Ironwood building out in the tundra?
A new communications tower. He's trying to help everyone.
You're telling the truth.
Handy semblance.
Why keep that a secret?
She made people tell the
Doesn't
truth.
know
Wow.
who he can trust.
That's why her
Atlas
fingers
isn't out to
uncovered.
get anybody.
Content.
The people murdering civilians in Mantle are just trying to make it look that way. And if those same people learned about Amity, they'd do everything in their power to destroy it.
So who are they? Who's actually behind this?
Yang, Blake, where are you?
We can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are
Well,
trusting.
Carol
Don't
said
trust
the
us when we
word,
say
the
the
S
tower
word.
needs to stay a secret until
She
it's
tried.
done.
Yeah.
We just need a
Got
little
cut
more
off.
time.
Run! We'll throw them off!
I won't stop until I know the whole truth.
It's right behind that door.
The Staff of Creation.
I hoped bring you down here might jog some memories. After all, it was your idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
I thought gravity dust kept Atlas afloat.
That's the public story. But with the staff, we have a constant, seemingly limitless energy source. Oz once speculated it could take us as high as we wanted. To tell you the truth, that served as the inspiration for the Amity Project. Get a communication tower up in the sky, higher than the Grim can survive, so we never lose contact with each other again.
But you're not using the staff to raise Amity.
The staff can only be used for one purpose at a time. We're going to have to do Amity the old-fashioned way, dust and all.
It feels strange, knowing a part of me helped come up with all this.
You'll get used to it, I'm sure. Eventually, you won't even know who's who anymore.
Right.
We did know we see eye to eye, but I wish I could ask Ospin what he thought of all this.
Well, I can tell you what I think. The path you're heading down, where you're the only one with the answers, where you do the thing you think is right no matter the cost, it's not going to take you anywhere good.
We have to stop Salem. Nothing matters more.
Some things matter more, I think. Keeping our humanity. It's what makes us different from her.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Without humanity, does she still feel fear? Does she ever hesitate? When Salem hit Beacon, even with all my ships, all of my soldiers, I was no match for her. I've never felt so helpless. The way she told me she was there.
It's okay to be afraid. You just can't let that fear control you.
I am not going to end up like Lionheart. Do you believe in me?
I do believe in you. But not only you. I think the best thing you could do is sit down and talk with the people you're most afraid to.
Now you are starting to sound like him.
Remember, the merge is slowly happening.
Yeah.
Winter. What is it?
What's going on?
It looks like you're getting your wish.
My father's first act. We've all been invited to dinner, where the general will be defending his seat on the council.
Wow.
Very heavy info. If you were paying attention, you got a lot of info.
Yeah.
But don't worry, that's why I'm here. To help you break it down. So what did you catch? Tell me what you, because there's a lot of stuff specifically in this chapter that's like.
So I mean, we got that Penny, her aura actually comes from her dad, and that every time he has to, or the first time I guess he made her, and then the second time he made her, it keeps taking more and more out of him. So I guess he was worried that if she were to ever be destroyed again, he wouldn't be able to make her a third time, kind of thing.
Try not to worry so much.
So if you look at this part right
There's
here.
a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind. To my kind, I was General I.
To be surprised. You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
So like right here,
Oh,
it's broken.
oh, I see. It's broken in certain spots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mostly on his legs and stuff.
Yeah.
So like that's where he's
Paralyzed.
like I don't know if he's paralyzed. I'm assuming he's paralyzed. I don't know.
Yeah.
But but yeah, so I mean his part of his aura is gone.
Yep.
So and it looks like this arm, at least these parts on the leg. So at least 5 spots that we see. Maybe more. Right? It looks like his shoulder was going a little weak too,
Yeah.
but so he would so those pods, right? It's pretty much theorized at this point that the little bit of transfer of his aura went into Penny as the robot.
Yeah.
Right? And then she got destroyed, so he went back into it and he
put a
little bit more.
Okay.
So because the machines that they were trying to use on Pyrrha is aura transfer.
Yeah.
The maiden powers are bound to aura. They were trying to give Pyrrha her aura.
Yeah,
so,
I see what you're saying.
So that's where Penny came from.
Yep.
Right? So you can think way back, now that you have that info, right? If she was made in those pods, what do you think Penny's purpose was?
She was made in those. What would Penny's purpose be?
Because those machines were made to transfer aura.
Yeah.
Right? They were whatever you call it. They were trying to transfer Amber to Pyrrha through aura.
Are you trying to say that they were going to try to put the maiden inside of a girl who could never die?
That was pretty much the theory. Like
wow.
that was very, very early on, volume 1, volume 2. People were like, that's the theory. And then she died. But so that was the whole theory, because they when they broke it down, they were like, oh, she could be like the aura, because it works. She's able to receive aura successfully. This chapter kind of confirmed it.
Yeah.
So
why not fill her with a maiden power? Because then she could never die. Well, she could die, obviously, but I mean, yeah, but it would be.
So that was the theory behind this part.
Yeah.
Or that kind of resurfaced a little bit, I should say, because it was part of 1, 2, and 3, and then obviously Penny died, and then no one was thinking about it. But now it's kind of resurfaced. So it was like, wait, what?
Wow.
But we could see so lockdown, pretty much like no one goes anywhere. Right. There's footage of Penny that pretty much so it says 4 something dead. So 4 of the people were died. 4 of the 10. Right. And then we get to see the Happy Huntresses. They kind of rob this joint. So we see May's power.
Yep.
Right. It's kind of like a force field almost. Where it's like it's inside, it's see-through. Like, but what's inside the bubble you can't see. Right. So you see like directly to the other side.
It's like a two-way mirror type thing.
Yeah. And then this a little irritating for me personally, because this was supposed to be Roman's ability. So this is called like pocket. No, this was supposed to be pocket dimension, pocket something. I forget what it's called for her. Pretty much she's able to take something and boom. But it was supposed to be Roman's power, and it's supposed to be called deep pockets.
Okay.
So for him being a thief, him just be like bloop, 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 bloop. Like I would have loved to see Roman be like, just pull his cane out of nowhere. I think that'd be so cool. But they didn't have time to implement it. So.
Makes sense.
Let me see. Were there anyone else? So I mean, it was really cool. Like you saw how it like kind of broke down. Right. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I just would have preferred to see it on Roman.
Yeah, of course.
I think it would have been way cooler.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah,
like they repurposed it.
Yeah, which is fine. Yeah.
So let me see. So they're talking here, and they're like, we have to finish because what Ironwood's saying is like, oh my gosh, like we have to finish the tower, right?
Yeah.
If we tell people about the tower, people are going to sabotage the tower because it's not done yet.
Yeah.
If we tell people about Salem, Grimmer can come and they're going to kill everyone. So there's no point. Right. So we have to finish the tower, but we can't finish the tower because now we can't get resources for it because now Mantle's taking it all.
Yeah, because Robin's taking them all.
So it's like, so now they're in a really frustrating point where his solution is get her into custody.
Yep.
And we're gonna go from there. We get a little spiel from Nora. Great voice acting, by the way. One of my favorite scenes. Just one of my favorite voice acting scenes. Just because you can hear like the straight passion that she's
had to make sacrifices for the greater good.
So that part's really important for his character. Sacrificing for the greater good.
Sacrificing for the greater good.
Mantle has had to bear a lot of the burden, yes, but
they're bearing all of it. The longer this waiting game goes on, the harder each day gets for people down there. And now you want to send in more
See these two in the back? Yeah. They're like looking at each other.
You can't force people to fall in line. If you do that, you'll just be trading all of these problems for the Grim.
Yeah. So great voice acting scene. So they suggest we can get it done by declaring martial law. And it's like, okay. Okay. And he doesn't care about his image. Yeah. He has zero craps about his image. So martial law for him wouldn't be an issue. Yeah. So he's like, fine, get her in custody, we'll go from there, you know? So these two start talking about she's like, we should tell Ironwood, and Blake's like, I don't think so, because kind of overreacting, you know? Because I mean, what if like what would he do? Like when he heard that there was a threat on Haven, he shut down the borders to Atlas. Yeah. So what would he do if they were like, Salem can't be killed? Yeah. Like it's just like, I have no idea. It could be nothing, but it could be something like we're gone. I don't know what so I don't know. They plan 4 additional attendees. 4 additional. So it could be more. Yeah. Right. Warehouse horrific. Nobody deserved this. Atlas authorities urge citizens remain calm investigating. Okay. So let's see. They confirmed the frame. Yep. And we get a pretty interesting thing.
And how would someone used to and fight to the death?
So right after this,
if you ask me.
Well, if we're dealing with the same enemy from Beacon, hacking into Mantle's system would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access?
So if it's the same as Beacon, then it'd be simple because it's like the same network. Yeah, same network. But Atlas is on an upgraded network, so they wouldn't be able to access it. Yeah. Right.
Access to that network.
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads, and maybe a select few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
Right. So Ironwood, councilmen, and then people who need to see
like specific parts of their work, maybe, or something.
Well, the heating grid. Yep. So that's what keeps Mantle livable.
The sewer
and sewage, because you need sewage. Yeah. So, I mean, there's probably other things, but specifically the two mentioned were the heating grid and the sewage. Yep. So, so what do you think about that?
Sounds like someone that handles the sewage or heating grid is going to get pinpointed by Watts and Tyrion and going to get the code put out of them. Like
the heating grid.
Interrogated, like, give me the code, blah blah. So.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas company. What are you thinking?
So Jacques does have the code, in a sense.
Does he have clearance?
He might not have the clearance, but if he...
Well, you said he had the code.
Well, not the code, but so if he...
So who has clearance? To Atlas Security.
The heating grid guy. And if heating grid works with the Schnee company, Jacques can be like...
Take it back a couple notches, because you're there, but you're missing it. Like, so who has access to the upgraded network?
Atlas.
Okay, no specifics.
Ironwood.
Only a select few.
A select few. Ironwood. Who else did he say beside the heating grid and the sewage guy? Is some other people?
Well, that was they say it's in the middle. I'll just play it back.
Technology.
Well, it would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads.
Council.
Maybe
So Jacques now has it. He knows what. Ha ha ha. Yeah. It's about
so how did that video, or how did that footage of Penny get all over my kingdom? That's what Ironwood said. So it was after he got elected.
Watts already has it.
So, which means there's a lot of stuff he has access to. So apparently now he has access to...
No! Hold on! Oh my god! The Winter Maiden, bro! I mean, she's literally on cameras and everything. He could just...
he could go for the Winter Maiden.
Well, it's not even that, but I'm saying by chance, I mean, they got camera footage of all that stuff. So he could just be like... And then be going through the cameras, and he'd be like, wait a second, who was that on the camera? And go back and be like, old lady laying in a bed, I see, talking to Winter. Let's find out who this is.
Well, potentially, now that you're saying that, he could know who she is.
Yeah.
Because she's been there for a while, so he might know for you.
He might. Yo, Watts is about to ruin their whole life, bro. Watts is about to ruin their whole life, dude. Like, oh my god. Yo, Atlas is about to just crumble. Oh man, that's bad.
Yes, RWBY has gotten very good with storytelling. So and there's still more. There's still more. That's only the first half.
Wow.
So it's like who oversee
thing isn't right. I don't know yet. I'm in partnership with the Schnee Dust Company. What are you thinking?
So
I don't know yet, but something isn't right.
Understatement of the century.
Wow. Understatement of the century.
So let me see. So he's like, I can't rebuild her, and then
we see that Watts worked with him.
I get. Okay, so like right here we see happy glaring directly at him.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like, but you see the pods in the back.
Yeah.
So
you see it.
They developed the pod.
Yep.
And Watts is pissed.
Yeah.
So this happened, and then sometime in the future, he pretended to die in the Paladin incident.
Yeah.
And he met up with Salem somehow. So that's the three people. What happened in between those? Who knows?
Yeah, I got you.
So why do you think he pretended to die? Because obviously he said that's what I wanted people to think.
Yeah, because he wanted to be off the grid. He didn't want to be recognized, or he probably get recognized, but he just wanted to be off the grid completely. He doesn't want to, because when these things happen, he doesn't want his name to be involved or have it, you know what I mean? Be a part of it, I guess.
Sure, yeah, I could do that.
I think he wants to be the downfall of Atlas, but he doesn't want to even be thought of when it's going down. You know, does that make sense?
Silent killer. Yep.
Silent killer, yeah.
It makes sense. Then we get a little ambush here.
Yeah.
Right? With these guys. So she gives them the hands, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of just gives them the hands. Look at that, triple arrows, bro.
Stop! We just want to.
still using dust cartridges.
Yep.
Using like kind of heat seeking, I guess. I guess those are just regular bullets, I guess.
Yeah.
But she's fighting both of them. Yeah, so that was a fight.
Yeah.
So then they go and they tell everything. Well, not everything. They just tell the
They tell about the
amity part. And then we get to see that her semblance.
Yep.
So she has the finger because it's skin-to-skin contact.
Yep.
Tell me again, what is Ironwood building out in the tundra?
A new communications tower. He's trying to help everyone.
Yeah, see, so it turned green. So you can assume it turned red.
Yeah.
It's like a lie detector almost.
Yeah.
So as they leave, the aura breaks, or just dissolves, I suppose.
Yeah.
So they're like, we're gonna throw them off. We just wanted you to know.
Yep.
And then these guys talking, and then they mention the staff. It's currently in use.
Yeah, it's lifting up Atlas.
Yes, it is. It is holding Atlas up, and it can only be used for one thing at a time. So if the staff were to be used, Atlas would fall.
Oh.
Which is kind of cool, because if you think about it, I think that's brilliant by Ozpin or Ozma, because the Staff of Creation, they're the fastest growing thing. What is a good way to stop them? Make sure they can't use it again. Right.
Okay.
So he's like, yes, we will lift Atlas up. So the staff will hold it up, and if the staff is used for anything else, you will destroy yourselves.
Okay.
So it's pretty. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
He's using
little,
it as like a don't touch the staff type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it's currently used. I wonder, can we see it?
Tell you the truth.
We see it? No, that's the vault right there. So that's the vault.
Yeah.
Right. We see like these little platforms and stuff floating around. I'm assuming you could probably just get on one.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if it's the Winter Maiden, like how like when the Spring Maiden touched the floor, kind of lit up, and then all the leaves started falling off. You know, maybe like stairs will build up.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right. But we do see all this gravity dust around here too, which that's all gravity dust, or maybe it's ice dust. I don't know. It looks like gravity dust to me.
Okay.
Because all this stuff is floating.
Yeah, makes sense.
So let's see. Oscar says if you go down the path where you're sacrificing for the greater good, it's a dark path to go through where you're willing to sacrifice anything for the greater good.
Yeah.
Right. It's like you need to be like careful about that.
Yeah.
So, this is where he starts to like talk. He's like, does Salem even feel like, what if like is she still like human? Like she's human, but is she like human? Like So this is where the theory of his semblance bloomed, and it's called metal, and it's not METAL, it's METTLE or EL, maybe whatever it is, but it's a different type, and it's pretty much like the ability to deprive yourself of emotions almost. So where you can almost become a robot, because remember he's Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. So he traded his heart in, right? So it's like this is kind of the same kind of thing. He's trading his heart in. Right? To be more efficient. So it's like if you start to sacrifice stuff, you know, because he said, what's more important, bringing together the whole world or appeasing a few city blocks? Right? So he's willing to trade Mantle for the whole world. Right? And Nora's like, that's not okay. That's what that whole spiel was about. So just definitely really interesting. But you see how dark they are. So then Terminal 8, this isn't like how deep they are into it. But it's definitely above. I mean, it's floating. It's on the island. So this is like, I don't know, where the gravity dust would be. That they're saying is holding it up. So everyone thinks that's what it is. So, like, do you believe in me? Yes. But you should go talk to the people that you don't want to, and then immediately get invited by Jacques to go to a dinner party where he will be defending his council seat or seats. He said 2 before. He said 1, so maybe he's only challenging 1, or maybe he's challenging both, and it's just a combined seat, I guess.
Yeah, it could
so he could be challenging either the military or the headmaster, or he could be challenging both because they're now a combined seat.
Yeah,
which would split and open up 2 more seats.
Okay.
Which would be I don't know if that would mean he would get terminated, which means he would have to go get they'd have to get a new headmaster and a new general, or a new combine.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I don't know what that means, but whatever.
Get that? Wow.
Joke's on you. These guys weren't even here. Ha! These are their volume 4 outfits.
Yeah. It was on the volume 4 outfits.
Or volume 5, because that's what she was wearing.
Yeah.
But these aren't even the right outfits. Why? Why are they like that? Let me see here. Eye color. Does it say anything else? Hip fabric. Oh, hair fabric. Or yeah. Does it say anything else about her? Oh, see? Look, stairs. Yeah, so I guess it would make stairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I was right.
Wow, dude, you're so smart.
I usually hadn't stopped and looked at these, but that's actually kind of cool because you see all the stairs, those little floating platforms. I was right. Yeah, dude, that's lit. But yeah, so that was the chapter. So, and I think that's the mid-season finale right there.
Yeah.
Or it could have been last week, or not like last week, but it would be either last chapter, this chapter, or the next chapter would be the mid-season. But I can't see. Actually, it would have to be this chapter.
Yeah,
because there's a lot to sit on.
Yeah, there's a lot to sit on.
Although, I mean, I don't know. I already know what to look for, so
yeah. That's good.
This is a lot of quality stuff in this one. This was. The plot thickens.
I think the hardest hit one is that Watts is freaking got the code to Atlas now.
Yeah.
So, Lord knows what he's capable of now.
His access level is equivalent to Ironwood.
Yep.
Outside of like maybe some military stuff, but it's a parallel. So he would be able to kind of work his way across.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need a higher level of clearance.
That's crazy, bro. Dude, Watts about to tear it up, dog.
Dude, Watts is a savage, my guy.
My goodness.
Watts is a savage, my guy.
Oh my goodness. Dude. I can already see him taking.
You got any cool theories?
I mean, all I can think of now is that like he's gonna take the defenses down of Atlas, and flying monkeys are gonna come raiding in and try to take down Atlas. I can see that being a thing.
Okay, so you think
there's a reason. There has to be a reason that we saw Salem at the end of Volume 6 making those flying monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
There just has to be. And I feel like now that he's in the Atlas coding, or he has the coding to the Atlas stuff, I could see him taking down defense walls and, lines of defense to where...
What kind of defense do you think they'd have? I mean, they have a military.
They have a military, but maybe like some type of protection on buildings, or
like what?
Force field type things and stuff.
Like a force field?
Like a force field type thing, yeah.
I mean, we've seen that in Amity.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So when they shot it went into the crowd, it did hit a force field. So that technology exists.
Yeah,
and with Atlas, they had the last volume when Cordovan held up her hand, she had the shield on her.
So I can see them having like an invisible shielding.
Do you think what kind? You said over buildings. Do you think it's just like covering buildings, or do you think it's like
covering the whole?
Like surrounding Atlas?
It could be surrounding Atlas.
Okay.
Or even just like the top part, where the city is, but
just like a top, like a shell.
It could be like a bubble, maybe. But there is also buildings under Atlas, so maybe it's the whole thing. I don't know. But I feel like there's some type of, on top of the military ships, there's some type of protection.
Do you think there's also that same bubble on Mantle?
No.
No,
I think.
You think
Mantle?
Okay. You think Mantle's just?
Ironwood's like, I don't really care that much. Do you want to put a force field around Mantle, by the way? Ironwood, he's like,
nah, you got a wall.
Yeah, you got.
I mean, there's a hole in it, but whatever. Just put some extra warriors down there.
So I can see him like taking their defenses down, though. even maybe if they got like turret guns or something, take them all, take anything down that he can through a computer, and then just say, hey, go ahead, Salem.
And then just call up Salem, like, yo,
hey, yo, bring the monkeys in, dog.
Be like, yo, I'm good here, so make your way over, something like that.
Or it might be something like cliche.
Send her a text.
Yeah.
How does this dumb thing work?
Yeah. No, I could just see him like making a call and then be like, it's done, and then she'd be like, okay, and then she like flick her hand and then you just see monkeys just
well, actually, technically, there is a communication tool that we've seen Salem use before. So it's the little jellyfish thing, yeah.
Oh, that's true. You could communicate with that, but that's what he said. He would just look into it. She'd be like, "So, Watts, how's it going?" He'd just be like, "It's done," and then she'd be like, "All right, that's all I needed to hear. Send the monkeys."
So you got like a little baby one that.
Yeah.
It's done,
But I can see that being the impact of those Grim that she was making, and also Watts having full control of the computer system.
Okay.
See how it goes,
so you
man.
think so? That's your theory, is that Watts is going to tear down the technological defense.
Yep.
And there's going to be what? I mean, you said that Salem's going to ride in on a Pegasus or a chariot.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
Not a chariot, but a Pegasus maybe.
Okay, like a Pegasus
like
Grim.
a flying horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
A flying horse Grim.
Yeah.
And there's going to be no mechanical defenses, so no like radars or anything. It's just going to be what? What's it going to look like?
I mean, I think it's the only thing that they're going to have to worry about is the freaking military ships. Once they get past those bucksuckers, it's going to be whatever soldiers got on the ground versus Grim and Salem's self. I don't know if Salem might.
Remember, Salem's target is the staff.
The staff, yeah.
So she don't care about anything else. She doesn't have. I mean, if she takes the staff.
But like,
Atlas, I would kill it. Atlas would kill each. They would kill each other.
We know that the winner, like you said, and I'm pretty sure if they were, since Watts was a scientist, we don't even like you had corrected. I don't even think he needs to go in the system. He knows the winter maiden's there.
I think we don't.
Yeah,
we don't know
that, but
right.
I could assume because she is older. I mean, she's clearly older than him because she's on her deathbed, and Watts is still alive and well.
Yeah,
he got a little gray hair.
Probably in like his 40s.
I would say 40s. Yeah,
maybe like late 40s, maybe early 50s.
So so he's
60s if he just looks good. I don't think so. Though.
No, I think he's 40s or 50s. So yeah, he so
I could just look.
He's been around the block, but he's obviously not older than her. So I think he knows of her being there. So, but then again, she might not have been on her deathbed when he was there. She might have been. She might have been doing her thing, running around doing what maidens do, whatever the heck that is. At
least a little bit closer to her prime.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
because he was definitely young looking. They were all young looking.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe he knows that she's in that area. She just doesn't know that. Maybe then like I said, maybe he'll go through the cameras and then see her laying in the bed, and that looks familiar. Oh, wait a second, is that who I think it is? Type thing.
Yo, Frio, what's up, girl?
Hey, yo, you ready to get killed by my girl Sailor right quick?
We'll also remember he can't kill her because it would go to someone random.
Yeah.
So,
he needs a.
So there'd have to be a.
Pretty much Cinder was like their person.
Yeah.
For that, but now they're gonna either have to use.
Emerald's there.
Emerald, yeah. So
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Emerald is a.
That'd be broken with her, because if she could learn how to fight with her semblance on top of having maiden powers, oh my god!
I think with some training, Emerald would be probably stupid strong.
She probably
at least in a one-on-one fight.
She would be one-on-one fight. She probably was broken fighter one-on-one,
or even like 2-on-1 or.
Because she's proven that she's strong enough to use it on multiple people, but it takes the life out of her. So if she could somehow get it to work on multiple people without hurting herself, and then also still fight, oh my god, god!
I think with enough training and potential evolution of her abilities, I think it'd be pretty simple.
Yeah. So,
but
I'm excited to see what was next.
So Watts is gonna tear down the defenses, and a swarm of Grim are gonna attack.
Yes.
That's
maybe not the exact next.
And she's gonna be on a
Pegasus or something.
I don't know. I couldn't see that because she can fly.
Oh, well, maybe she just flies it. I don't know.
I mean, but then again, she's like, I'm a queen. Like, I don't need to fly.
Yeah,
I would just ride my, what'd you say, a Pegasus? I would ride my Pegasus.
Yeah,
she
doesn't want to use any of her powers, bro. She's like, I don't feel like doing all that.
It's like, I don't care if I'm immortal. I don't want to fly. It's like,
yeah. Oh, dude, it would be pretty cool, like if the girls never told Ironwood about her, and then like she confronts Ironwood somehow, like Salem confronts. I don't know how this would happen, and then he's trying to fight her and stuff, and then she goes, "You must not know, do you?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Shoot me right here, just do it." He's like, "What are you talking about?" He just, "Shoot me right here, just do it." So, pow! Just shoots her right in her head comes off, and then next thing you know, there's a little portal. Hi. Like, oh boy, I just blew your head off. Like, yeah, it's fine. I'm here. I'm chilling. What's up? You want to do that again?
Let's see, does I don't know. Salem wouldn't know that anyone knows.
Oh.
I mean, maybe, and she might not, like, her people, her even team might not even know.
Well, she knows Ozma knows.
Yeah.
And she knows Ozma's working with them.
True.
So she doesn't know that Ozma held that truth in. She doesn't know that. But at the same time, she might not think he released that information, because then she would... Yeah, maybe you're right. Because then she's assuming that these people are fighting for him because they don't know that she can't die.
Maybe. I mean, we don't know.
Because she knows he's smart.
Yeah.
And just like he knows she's smart. I mean, they know each other are smart. So, I mean, she's probably like, I'm sure he's just not telling these idiotic kids who want to be huntresses and huntsmen that I'm not killable. Because if he told him that.
I want to see Salem just show up to like Atlas and be like, I want to be a student. Be like, here's your license. Leave us alone. Go.
Yeah, just go, please. Don't
go. Ever come back.
Yeah, like, I don't want to deal with you ever.
Like, here, take that dragon continent up in the top. That's yours, all right? Have fun.
Yeah, please don't touch us, please. Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, dragon continent actually makes more sense now.
How's that?
Well, never mind. They both were dragons, right? Both the gods were dragons when they went to their... Never mind. Sure. So I was going to say that dragon continent could have been where the destruction god was.
Sure, why not?
And he was a dragon. But then I just remembered that the god of creation was also a dragon.
Okay, so maybe they were both on there.
That could be. Maybe it's split.
Maybe it's like...
That could be the continent of the gods. Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
And
maybe.
now it's the continent of Salem. Well, that's in theory what we think. Yeah. But yeah.
All right, well, we're going to move on. If you guys could help us out by doing all the algorithm stuff, liking, commenting, subscribing, lets YouTube know we're here. If you are into RWBY Reactions, which I'm assuming that's why you're here, you should join the RWBY Reactors Discord, where you can find other reactors. If you are a reactor, you should join so you can post your content there.
Oh, yes.
And when we get done with RWBY, we will be moving on. If you want to have influence on what we're going to be watching, check out the Patreon. We stream on the Twitches. Look in the description below for all of our links. And you guys have a nice day.
Deuces.